Unfortunately, just because you're leaving the country doesn't mean that you're waving your credit card debt goodbye. Creditors can still track you down, and it could make things difficult for you if you do decide to come home. You probably already know this, but your credit file's always rumbling on in the background, and it keeps track of defaults, CCJs, which are county court judgments, bank accounts, and any credit cards that you take out. When you miss payments and ignore communication from the creditor, they might get a debt collector involved. A creditor could apply to the court for a CCJ if they think you're unlikely to repay the money you owe. If you don't pay the CCJ, the debt could then be passed to bailiffs, who would be entitled to seize assets you own to sell to pay off your debt. If you move abroad, it would be difficult for lenders to take legal action, but it wouldn't be impossible for them to keep chasing you for the debt. What they tend to do is go after anything of value that you leave at home. But if they want to start legal proceedings against you, they would have to file the case in the country that you're living in. This would cost them a lot of money. However, be aware that if you go to certain countries like Canada or Australia, then the debt collector in the UK could sell your debt to collectors in your new country, and then you're back to square one. The other problem is that if you're planning on coming home, there may be additional fees and interest which keeps on getting added, meaning that you come back to even more debt. And it would also show on your credit file, which would make it difficult for you if you needed to get any form of credit on your return. If you have got debt and you do want to live abroad, the best thing to do is to try and pay it off. Priority debts always come first. That's things like council tax and tax, because they have the biggest consequences if you don't pay. If you feel like you're looking up at a mountain of debt and you feel a bit overwhelmed, it may be worth looking at debt solutions that are available in the UK. Some stop creditors chasing you, while others write off some of your debt and lower your monthly repayments. There are pros and cons to each, so if you're struggling with debt, it's good to get a very clear idea of each solution. In the description of this video, I've linked to a form on my new website, and it's got a few multiple choice questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe. At the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with to give you all the information you need about debt solutions that are available. So click the link below, go and check it out and let me know how you get on.